Welcome to This Week in East Brunswick. The NFL came to East Brunswick this weekend for a charity basketball game between professional athletes and teams comprised of students, coaches, firefighters, teachers, and more. Candy Chow was there to report. Then we head over to the Spring Farmers Market with Barbara Reese at the Community Arts Center. Ken Friedman has information on an upcoming Ladies' Night of Indulgence that you won't want to miss. And we'll also tell you about what Rutgers University is doing to help veterans return to work. We then head to East Brunswick High School for a very special senior prom for senior citizens in the township. All this plus a new installment of Passion with Purpose. So stay with us.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The long-awaited event is finally here, and we are at the Churchill Auditorium featuring a game between 10 NFL players and a few students and teachers of the community. Join us to learn more about this exciting event.
Well, today we're having a Dreams for Kids event here at the high school and junior high in Churchill, and the whole event is called Project Graduation and Senior Send-Off. So we're raising money tonight so that seniors don't drink and drive on the worst night of the year. And we're having an NFL basketball game tonight. So we brought in 10 guys from the NFL, from the Jets, the Giants, the Eagles, the Oakland Raiders, Green Bay Packers, and those guys that work with me year-round that go into schools, and because our main mission with Lonnie Olga Dreams for Kids is going in and talking to kids about character building stuff and life skills and just chasing their dreams. And tonight they're going to be able to meet some athletes who are living out their dreams, because everybody here tonight is still playing football, and they're all chasing their dreams, and they want to be good role models.
So what is the objective for the Dreams for Kids program?
It's to bring athletes out who want to be role models, to go into schools to talk to kids about character building, about chasing their dreams, about being better people, and how important education is. Because all the athletes here tonight are college educated, and that's the athletes I work with, because I want the kids to know that as they chase their dreams, that they have to make sure that they get the good grades and do well in school, and understand for the rest of their lives, education will be there forever.
What motivates athletes to come and be here today?
Lonnie Olga Dreams for Kids. Because they know what my mission is and what I stand for. I know that I couldn't be here unless a teacher or coach, and along with my mother, I honor her with everything I do, because she taught me life skills. She taught me to respect myself, respect others, respect the community, and give back. And so a lot of guys are here to give back to the community, and they understand what we stand for with our mission, and that we really want to make a difference with these kids.
When and why did this program start?
Right now it's been 12 years, and it started because, again, when I got done playing football for Cincinnati Bengals and Buffalo Bills, my mother told me to give back, and I just saw there was a need in the community for fun events. I had the athletes, and I know them, and they're in my union, so I said, why don't I find the ones that want to be role models and put a program together that they can come back and give back. And you know, some of these kids, it might be a moment tonight that they're going to meet somebody up close and personal who wants to be a good role model.
How can other people find out more about this program?
Well, they can give Lonnie Olga Dreams for Kids a call at 732-809-5320. And if they're looking for any kind of programs, we're working with the Park and Rec Department here and also the high school PTO, so they can contact them also. But the whole focus is that we're looking to partner up with different groups in the community and have long-term partnerships where we help kids forever.
I never saw real players in life before, just see them on the field, so this is a really huge thing for me.
What do you think the most exciting part about today will be?
Probably getting the autographs, you know.
I'd say, getting our autographs signed and getting our pictures taken, and just it's really exciting to see football players come all the way out here and just get our pictures taken.
Yes, I'm very excited because I am part of the East Brunswick School District, and I cannot wait to see the pros play my school teams, and I hope they do well.
What do you think the most exciting part about today will be?
We'll have to meet the players myself, because that is like a once-in-a-lifetime experience for most people, and I just want to enjoy the moment while it lasts.
What's great about this evening is the cooperation between the school system and the township government. So Mayor Stahl and Dr. Joanne Magistro getting together to allow an event like this to happen is great for the community, because they come out. They get involved, they see what's going on. A lot of kids here this evening too. And then the most important thing is the fundraising part. So anytime we can bring those two governing bodies together, it's great.
Well, when I found out what kind of program it was, and it was doing something for kids and trying to help the community and the school system, it's something that I do. I was born to do so. When I was contacted, it's just like a work in heaven, man. So I've been doing this for 10 years. All the years I played 7 years, the Eagles, the Falcons, and the Buccaneers. And all the time I played, people paid to see me play. So now they come and watch us have a good time, Just really have a good time. We did what we had to do as a business, as a job, but now we just come out to help raise money for the community, the awareness, whatever this case may be. It's just a good cause, and that's what I'm about. It's all about a cause. And if you don't fall for something, if you don't have something to go to, you go for anything, man. So this is an opportunity for help. And, it stands, what I like to say is stand for hope. Helping other people everywhere. That's what we do. Be your own role model. I mean, I tell you, it's good to look up to someone, but sometimes you got to be your own role model. You know right from wrong, just make it happen. Do it. So find the right one. And there's a lot of athletes out there. But again, my parents is my biggest role model. And you had kids in the neighborhood that were older, but athletes, we make mistakes. We're human like everybody else. Put our pants on the same way you do, one leg at a time. But if you're gonna do something, make sure you research and find and get the one you wanna follow after. And it's okay to be a copycat as long as you copy the right cat.
Well, that was a fun game. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Again, this is Kenny Chow reporting for EBTV.
This is Barbara Reese reporting for This Week in East Brunswick. We're here at the Community Arts Center on Cranberry Road for the second annual Friends of the Environmental Commission Farmers Market. Come join us and sample all the goodies that the Farmers Market has to offer. This is a wonderful effort that you guys put together. How do you feel? Is it the community event that you had hoped for?
Oh, yes, it is. I think it should happen every week during the season. I'm just very pro local food, local farmers, and I want to support our farmers, and I just appreciate that they're bringing food to us.
Well, thank you for bringing it here. Everything is delicious.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
And tell us a little bit, Alicia, of the upcoming events that the Friends are involved in.
On May 5th, we're having our third free cycling event. It's when you can bring things you don't need and give them away, and by doing that you make room for all the things you're going to collect during the day. 9 to 3 at the Crystal Springs parking lot, but we do ask that people will not bring things to drop off after 1 o'clock. And after that, on May 14, we're having Jim Wright giving a book talk and book signing for his new book, The Nature of the Meadowlands. It's a very interesting story on how this whole area became the beautiful nature preserve it is now. We have a Facebook, it's Friends of East Brunswick Environmental Commission, and everybody is welcome to post and see the information. And as always, membership is free, all our events are free. Check out the website.
Everything's made in my family's bakery, and it's made with local flour.
Does that make a difference in the baking and the taste?
It makes it local, which is great.
Which is what we're hoping for at the farmers market. And what do some of your clients say when they taste the bread? Do they notice the difference between the homemade bread?
Coming back. So we're doing something right since '78, right?
Yeah. Why do you come to these farmers markets? What do you like about it?
It's supporting local farms. I mean, it's wonderful. We keep everything back to the family. It's small.
Well, we're glad you're
Small
here.
business.
Thank you for coming.
Sure, thank you.
Well, we are a mushroom farm. We grow currently 30 different kinds of mushrooms. Primarily, we serve chefs from New York down to Washington. And this is our first year, so you haven't seen us at farmers markets because we only started last June. I enjoy introducing people to the amazing number of mushrooms, flavors, textures, and the benefits that they have. Well, mushrooms in general are the best natural source of vitamin D you can find, because mushrooms, or actually fungus that produces mushrooms, is closer in DNA to a human than it is to a plant. And so they have the enzyme in their flesh, just as we do, that turns sunlight into vitamin D. And so during the winter months, mushrooms are an excellent source of vitamin D, as they are in the summer. In fact, if you buy fresh mushrooms and you put them out in the sun for half an hour, the vitamin D content dramatically increases, and it's a great way of doing that. They also are an excellent source of selenium, which is a powerful immune system stimulant and anti-inflammatory. Each individual mushroom also has an array of different characteristics. And they're also, just in general, they're an excellent source of protein. It's complete protein, all 8 essential amino acids, rich in micronutrients, some of the metals that you need in your diet. So they're just a really good source of food.
What do you like about the farmers market? What keeps you coming back?
It's the people. I love the people. I love the instant gratification when they try something and they like it. And I love, just being outside. That's the fun part. It's a great thing, and it's a good outlet for us to get our product out there. That's one of the things that we found. It saved our company this year. Actually, it's 6 years that we've been doing it. And we have a brick and mortar store, but by doing, coming out to these affairs, people get to see our product and they're starting to know who we are. Mm-hmm. So we're up to 14 farmers markets. We have 27 restaurants and 7 stores that are carrying our product now.
Wonderful.
So we're having fun. So it's been good.
Yeah, just having time to spend time with the family out here and taste some of the baked goods and the pickles, it was all great.
And would you come again?
Absolutely.
And what did you like best today?
I think the honey booth and the planting booth also.
What did you like about it?
I just love planting, so I love seeing herbs, flowers, anything I could plant, practically.
This is Barbara Reese reporting for This Week in East Brunswick. We hope you've enjoyed your visit here with us to the Farmers Market at the Community Arts Center. I know we've had a wonderful time sampling all the goodies that the Farmers Market has to offer. We are hoping that we'll see you at the Farmers Market in June.
Attention, ladies, mark your calendars. On May 9th, 2013, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., enjoy a special open house fundraising event benefiting the Daisy Association. It's the original Ladies' Night of Indulgence. Guests will be treated to a night of delicious food, decadent treats, pampering, and fun. A minimum requested donation of only $10 per person enables guests to enjoy premium specialty foods from Jack's Corner Market, a variety of excellent wines, scrumptious chocolates from Thomas Sweet, mouth-watering homemade cookies from Diana's Fresh Baked, and gourmet frozen confections from Magnifico's Ice Cream. In addition, participants can indulge themselves with a variety of services. Soothing massage therapy provided by the certified massage therapists of Equipoise Massage Therapy. Mini color analysis from image and style consultant Jody Polofsky. Computerized aura and chakra readings by certified Reiki Master Instructor Heidi Scanlon. And personalized wellness screenings by me, Dr. Ken Friedman of Friedman Chiropractic Center. Also, backed by popular demand, channeler Stacy Kershaval will help you explore your personal connection to the mysteries of the universe. And Christine, who will be offering mini angel card readings. Ladies' Night of Indulgence will be held at Friedman Chiropractic Center, Briar Hill Court D6, East Brunswick. That's the office that's located to the left of the Field Sports Complex. A minimum requested donation of only $10, paid directly to the Daisy Association upon entry to the open house, will help the Daisy Association assist and advocate special needs children, young adults, and their families in the East Brunswick area. Please call 732-254-6011 for directions and more information. Come to Ladies' Night of Indulgence at Friedman Chiropractic Center on May 9th from 6 to 8 p.m. Bring your friends, get there early, and indulge yourself while benefiting the Daisy Association.
Hi, I'm Cynthia O'Connor for This Week in East Brunswick, here today to talk about one of the most pressing concerns that we face today, and that is helping our veterans return to work. Joining me today in the studio are 2 gentlemen who are involved with a program focusing on that topic. Ken Dolan Del Vecchio, Vice President, Health and Wellness for Prudential, and Andy Germack, Executive Director and Lecturer for the Institute for Families at the School of Social Work at Rutgers. Tell us about this program. It's an all-day workshop.
Sure. This is an all-day conference, we're calling it, on June 7th at Rutgers University at the Bush Campus Center in Piscataway. It will run from 9 in the morning until 4:30 in the afternoon. It's a free event. We at the Institute for Families at Rutgers School of Social Work, we host many of these events, and this event in particular is aimed at community behavioral health providers that would like to learn more about how to work with veterans who may be their clients or patients in their search for work and their maintenance of their jobs.
So community health providers describe who those people are a little bit.
Right. So, for example, social workers working in community agencies, mental health counselors, addictions counselors, and other helping professionals that are working on the helping side of the equation to assist veterans in returning to the workplace, working in conjunction with professionals at corporations, and Ken will talk about how they work together with the community in this regard. But we're really hoping to build the capacity of these community providers to work with the veteran population, which is unfortunately a very large population. Some estimates say that close to 2 million or so veterans are returning from the conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan across the country, and therefore looking for work and needing some supports that we're hoping to help professionals learn about.
And what kinds of information will be provided?
Well, the program is directed, as Andy said, towards behavioral health clinicians, and so we want to give a lot of information about the experience of returning combat veterans in particular, and their experiences and challenges in bridging their return home to the workplace. And so we've assembled a cast of leading voices in the field of behavioral health research specifically focused on veterans. And so, for example, our keynote speaker is Dr. Anthony Hassan, who is a veteran himself and is the leader of an institute at the University of Southern California that focuses on many different aspects of veterans' experiences as they reintegrate to their communities and to the workplace. We have a panel of experts that includes Dr. Paul Maiden, and Dr. Paul Maiden is the editor of the Journal of Workforce Behavioral Health, and he's another veteran who will talk about these kinds of issues. And we have representatives from Prudential's Veterans Initiative. So we have Ray Weeks and Steve Robinson, who lead the Veterans Initiative at Prudential. Prudential, like many of the sponsors, has a very developed program for helping to do outreach to veterans, helping to train them as they return to work to the norms of the corporate workplace, and also to train them in particular skills at Prudential that has to do with business technology skills. But one of the things that's going to be offered to providers at this conference is a video, a training video, actually an interactive web-based training, I should say, that helps people who supervise veterans to learn more about the particular strengths of this population, some of the particular challenges as they bridge to the workplace.
And to give us the practical details, where and when?
Sure. The event will take place on June 7th at Rutgers University's Bush campus, which is in Piscataway at the Bush Campus Center. It will run from 9 o'clock in the morning until 4:30 in the afternoon. There will be several free items included with this event. First is parking. There'll be plenty of parking for folks at the event. We will offer free breakfast and lunch. The event itself is free, actually, and if you are a licensed professional seeking continuing education credits, you will also receive some of those for free. We do require, however, that people register for the event, and there is a website available, which is socialwork.rutgers.edu/veterans2013. There's also a phone number if people would like to call in to register. It is 732-932-8758, extension 12.
And Ken, who's sponsoring the event?
We have a broad range of sponsors. So Prudential sponsors this, Johnson & Johnson, Ernst & Young, the University of Southern California, FEI Behavioral Health, which is an EAP firm. We have Life Care, which provides resource and referral, work-life resource and referral. We have the Employee Assistance Professional Association, the New Jersey chapter, and of course Rutgers.
Thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you, Cindy.
Thanks very much.
High school seniors and senior citizens alike came out to East Brunswick High School for the Senior Prom. The event allowed for students and senior citizens to close the generation gap with a night of food, dancing, and laughs. EBTV was there to join in on the festivities.
This is the first one I have ever attended. I've heard a lot about it, but I have never attended one, even though I've lived in East Brunswick about 25 years. So this is the first one.
One of the women at the Senior Center told me that it is the highlight of the senior citizens calendar. They look forward to this annually, and I love to see them enjoy themselves. We have an ongoing dancing competition, and it's just absolutely wonderful to see them become young and happy.
And I also think it's nice to see them interact with the high school community, and for the high school community to also see some of the senior citizens that live in their community and to interact, especially them coming to the high school in the student element. And I think it's fun for both generations.
And there are students who from year to year ask, when is the senior citizens prom? Yes. They love serving them, dancing with them, talking with them, just getting to know them.
And especially I think how you look at how it's grown, and this year having a record number of senior citizens attend, almost 180
yes,
people that we have, including students, including chaperones, over 200 people here. You know, it has become a very big and very popular event. It's something that even talking to the student council members at our student council meetings, they said, oh, Miss Quintala or Miss Giambron, you're going to love it. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be so much fun. And I was a little bit nervous because I wanted to run smoothly, but then seeing how much everybody enjoys it, it makes it worth it.
I enjoy the atmosphere a lot because it's a very nice atmosphere. It feels really homey, and it's just a good vibe. It gives us a good vibes. I think it's great that, you know, different generations sort of close the generation gap, and we can learn from each other and learn from different experiences and talk about the differences between how things used to be back then to how things are now. And it's just a great way to just connect everything together.
Hi, I'm Cindy O'Connor for Passion with Purpose, a series of interviews with people who are really passionate about the work that they do. I'm very pleased today to introduce Dr. Phyllis Marganoff, a family psychologist, Gottman therapist, diplomat in marital and family therapy, and a clinical supervisor at the Rutgers Graduate School of Applied and Professional Psychology. Welcome, Phyllis.
Thanks, Cindy. It's really nice to be here.
So when I asked you about what your passion is, you said couples therapy. Why is that?
Well, I think it's because over the years, as I've been doing the kind of work that I do, which is psychotherapy, it's been really clear that almost everybody's issues are related to relationships. And very, very often, it's a couple relationship. You know, the couple is sort of the basic unit of human relationship. And as I've done this work for many years, I've realized that that's kind of the place where people get their fuel, and things can go wrong that don't have to go wrong.
So when we talked earlier, you said that there's a 6-year mark. How does that work?
Well, some of the research, some of the very powerful research shows that people wait 6 years from the time they notice that there's a relationship problem until they do anything about it, until they call somebody like me. And that's like noticing a lump in your breast and waiting 6 years before you call the doctor and go have any kind of breast exam. By then, it's stage 4 cancer. It's pretty hopeless.
Yeah, but people will say that they don't have the money, therapy is expensive. What do you think about that?
Well, the reality is that there are places to go that you can get therapy without a lot of cost. But my real passion, and one that I haven't figured out how to implement, is doing preventive work. My heart's desire is to somehow reach young couples just starting out. People spend thousands of dollars on a wedding, but at that stage, it's hard to imagine that they're not going to live happily ever after. So nobody wants to think, gee, maybe we should get some education that'll help us head off problems, which is not expensive. Prevention is much less expensive than remediation. So, for example, if couples, when they start out, knew that there's some powerful research that shows that criticism, contempt, defensiveness, and stonewalling are poisons to a relationship. They are so toxic. And there are ways to deal with those things. There are antidotes to those poisons. And those antidotes are complaining is the antidote to criticism, believe it or not. Now, people might be raising their eyebrows and
So
saying,
I should
oh my
carve?
God.
I should.
Well, but I'll explain that in a minute. Showing appreciation is the antidote for contempt. Taking some responsibility is the antidote for defensiveness. And the antidote for stonewalling is noticing when you're upset and saying, listen, I need to take a break. Can we come back to this in a half hour? Quickly, let me give the antidote for criticism is complaining. I'll give you an example. You always leave the towels on the bathroom floor. It makes me crazy. That's a criticism. Anything that starts with you and has the word always or never in it is a criticism. Antidote, complaint. You know, when I went in the bathroom last night and saw all the towels on the floor, I felt so taken advantage of. I wish that you would pick up the towels. It would make me feel so much better. Own the feeling, ask for a solution. That is not poisonous.
Does it work?
Yes, it does. If people learn early to do that rather than be critical.
So this is evidence-based?
This is evidence-based. John Gottman, a psychologist out at the University of Washington, spent 30 years measuring everything that couples did in his laboratory. He had a place called the Love Lab, an apartment in his department where couples volunteered to come for 24 hours. They were not observed when they were in the bedroom, but the rest of the time they wore heart rate monitors. They gave blood samples, urine samples. They had gigalometers attached to the chairs. Everything that could be measured was measured. These couples were followed for years. It was very clear that some of them succeeded in being happy by their own report, and some of them split. They looked at what the differences were, measured all that data, and it was very clear that these 4 poisons were leading to divorce court.
I noticed on your website that you give clients homework. Can you give us an example of some sort of homework that you might give a couple coming to see
you? You know, that second poison, the contempt, the antidote is appreciation. I will give a couple an assignment, and I have a card with 72 positive adjectives on it. I will give them this card and say, okay, I want you every day between now and when you come back to see me, find 3 things on this card that describe your mate, your partner, whatever. And I want you to acknowledge that person. So, for example, if you acted loving toward your kitty cat, I might say, you know, I see how loving you are with your kitty cat. It kind of warms my heart. I saw how warmly you greeted our daughter when she came home from school. You're so attentive. They're small things, but those small positive things build a positive emotional bank account. So when something goes wrong, there's already a reservoir of good feeling to call on.
Phyllis, if people would like to contact you, how can they reach you?
Well, I have a website, www.drphyllismarganoff.com, and my telephone number is 908-359-1969, and I have 2 offices, one in Princeton and one in Somerset County in the borough of Millstone that nobody ever heard of. It's not the Millstone Township that's closer to this area.
You know, I think that we could talk for hours on this topic and really wish that we could, but our time is up. Thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you so much for giving me a chance to talk about this because I am so passionate about it.
For Passion with Purpose, I'm Cindy O'Connor asking you, what would your life look like if you were happier with your mate?